Hey everybody, since I first decided to upgrade the Winnebago Mini, there was something that I knew I was going to have to address. And that is, when the weather is very warm, you don't want to be parking out in the bright sun just to make it hotter than it already is in here. But when you do that, it causes a problem. When you're in the shade, you don't get the solar that you would sitting out in a field. So it makes the panels on the roof very inefficient. So the way to combat this is to get you a solar panel that is portable and a good cable, and run that out into the sunshine while leaving the motorhome parked in the shade. Simple, but you've got to address that situation. A company reached out to me and said, hey, would you be interested in reviewing our 40 volt 220 watt portable solar panel? I said, heck yeah. The wheels got to turning. This is a perfect size for the Mini. All right, I'm not even going to try to pronounce their name. MHPOWOS. Hey, if anybody knows how to pronounce that, reach out in the comments, will you? All right, this thing is nice. Let me show you all of its features, because it does differ from some of the panels that are out there on the market. Okay, so what is the difference that I alluded to? What that difference is that this does not have a small built-in solar controller. And what that allows is for you to pull the maximum amount of amperage or wattage out of this. This basically is just like a big rigid panel, except that it folds up, makes it very easy to store, to open up, to move around. It's lightweight. You know, it makes portable the key part of this without giving up any of the power that you have to in a lot of those other panels. Now, that being said, you can see, just like the big rigid panels, it comes with just solar connectors. It does come with this cable with multiple ends, I guess, for you to use with like a solar power bank or that type of thing. But for my application here in the Mini, what I'm going to do is just plug my cable into these. And what I'll do is make an adapter that goes from the solars to the SAE plug that I have here on the motorhome. Now, my motorhome has a specifically purchased controller for this panel. This is a 40 volt, 220 watt panel. So my controller had to be able to accept that much power. That is one of the cons, if you call it a con, to using this. You can't just throw it out there and plug it in. There's nothing to control the solar. It wouldn't be any different than plugging it into a big rigid panel without a controller. This thing, like I said, lightweight and nice. So the way to open it is you just pop it out like that. Now, it does have, I've got it upside down. It does have these kickstands so that when you open it up, you can adjust it to get the maximum amount. You can see it's got one on each of the panels. That way you can get the maximum angle to the sun. This is high quality, and it will flat put out some wattage. So I was tickled to death when they sent it to me. I'm going to be using it with the motorhome. There will be a lot of opportunity to see how well it actually works in real life situations. So keep an eye on us. Hey, listen, once again, I can't pronounce it, but it is MHPOWOS, and it is 40 volts, 220 watts of portable solar power. Check it out, guys. Hey, thanks for watching. I hope these reviews help, and I hope to see you on the next one. Later.